Hey everyone, I am going to be doing a patio makeover today. As you can see, I've been wanting to do this for 3 years now since we moved into this house. So as you can see, the before is pretty bad, and though some might not notice it, it has been bothering me since we moved in. Also, quick note, if you see this crack here between that I'm trying to get the leaves out of, basically that is something I'm going to go back after the fact and fill in as it is needed. But for now, we just want to paint and stain the patio, make it look much better. So after sweeping it, I'm going to just wash it off here. I asked the guy at Lowe's and he said if it's a stain that's not chipping, that you should be good to just wash it and then kind of clean it off with some sort of degreaser. I'm using this power wash. If you haven't tried it before, it's useful for all kinds of things, not even just dishes. So I just sprayed it off here. I'm going to scrub it down, and it really did get a lot of the grime off, as you can see when I'm brushing it, and then I'll rinse it one more time and let it dry. Okay, shout out to my husband who's got all the things I need to use to clean this thing. The opposite side of that brush is like a squeegee, so I got most of the water off, and now I just need to let it dry, and we'll come back out and stain it. While it's drying though, I wanted to show you guys what I got here. It's Valspar's concrete stain. It's a solid color. I went back and forth with this or some sort of like granite grip is another thing that I thought about doing. But anyways, this is all weather protection and it's meant for patios. So the cool thing is though, I got this on the clearance rack at Lowe's. Always check their clearance. It's not a very big shelf usually, but I got it for half off. It was $35. I got it for half off, so that was pretty awesome. And the cool thing is that I got the color that I'd been looking at. So it is called River Rock, and they have a lot of different stains. I wanted to go for something a little bit more natural looking to concrete, so that's what I went for. That's what it should look like when we're done. Okay, so I got all the materials I need here. What I wanted to show you guys was I also bought this Valspar anti-skid, the floor texture additive. I just didn't want it to be too slick in case it, when it got wet, it might have been a little more slick. Basically, you just add about half of this packet to the mix. I'm going to be using this mixer, put it on the drill, and mix it really well. I also got this textured concrete roller, and I just wanted to make sure that it really used the right textured roller for this. And then obviously I have my long roller attachment to put it on, save my back and knees a little bit there. So as you can see, I'm cutting in all the edges here, and it really did help because the roller doesn't really do well with getting all the way to the edges of where you want it to go. So this is a really helpful step, obviously when you're painting, and it goes on just like paint. So I definitely recommend cutting in all your edges first and then going back with the roller after that. Okay, so please ignore the close-up of my greenish brick that is going to get power washed soon. But basically my AC unit, not AC unit, but my air condition, where the condensation drips out, it was still dripping. So I had to go in, clean all that up. My husband was like, why didn't you just plug it? Well, I didn't think about that. So I had to put the drip pan back, and I touched it up later. But that's what that was. So I'm a teacher, actually, that I'm off for summer break. So here in the next clip or so, you're going to hear my 3-year-old who woke up from her nap. That I had to do all these projects on nap time. But she woke up and she was glad to cheer me on as I did this.
You know that, Mom? You know that, you.
you.
Welcome. You get away.
Mm-hmm. All right, so here it is after one coat. It does look kind of splotchy, but it actually dried fairly evenly. I did end up going back and doing a second coat for good measure. But yeah, I am pretty pleased with how it turned out. Here are some of the before and afters.